Joe, I have found one of my new favorite things.
What is that?
Well, it involves Candace Owens.
Okay, the black chick.
Yes.
Who conservative chick? Question mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Who I used to think like offered an interesting peace of mind in a space, but has become quite the lunatic in my mind.
Yeah. I've never known her to not be a lunatic.
Yeah, well, I think
I
initially,
haven't known her as long as you.
Initially she I feel like, and this is an objective talk, it's not a political talk.
Yeah.
But objectively, I feel like the political right in a media space don't have a lot of like charismatic characters. They come across
Trump
very, very, very few. Like they're very sparse, and I actually agree.
I mean, yeah, like him or not, obviously he's where he is because he's charismatic.
Yeah, but I think that she was kind of thoughtful and had an energy about her, and I was like, okay, well, this is at least a new name in the space, and that now she's become like a conspiracy theory loon, which is just where
Isn't her husband like something or other?
Could be. But she was talking about the difference in singers, modern day singers versus singers of her day. And in the process of which does an impression of Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
And it is my absolute favorite thing right now. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Here is Whitney Houston stripped down to just her vocals. Take a listen.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Just incredible. Just reminding you that that's what music used to sound like. And now we fast forward and we have Sabrina Carpenter, and we also wanted to pull just her vocals. And she does have backup, even though she says this is a cappella. But this is Sabrina Carpenter's sound today.
Whatever devil's inside you, don't let them out tonight. I tell them it's just your culture, and everyone rolls their eyes. Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
So it's just not for me. Like, I feel like I could do that. It's like talking a lot.
She nailed it. Yeah. Her point is dumb, but she nailed it.
Dabba 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 dabba. Bada dabba dabba die. God, it's so good.
I don't know why these kinds of people have platforms. I'm assuming a lot of people are hate watching for the entertainment value of it. But there is gotta be a population who listens to these people like with a straight face.
Well, to me, like it would be that's for an entertainment thing. Like, I think that's a pretty good impression of Sabrina Carpenter.
That's why we would watch her. But I'm saying she has a platform, as in she has an audience.
Well, it's funny, and we've gotten more and more political this year on this pod, and kind of but it's the world that we live in. So we're just reacting to the world. I don't think that you or I or Pharaoh or Chris have become any more political. No. It's just that politics has become such a part of our everyday life, where it's like, how do you not weigh in on shit?
I think it's like, for lack of a better word, is like part of pop culture.
Yeah.
It's like,
you're not wrong.
Pop culture here. Politics has become pop culture.
You're not wrong.
So like, because everyone knows and talks about it, whether they know something about it or not.
Yeah. But I think that like, I forgot what I was going to say. That like, just in terms of, she's become very like conspiracy based. Like, she has this whole thing about Charlie Kirk, and it's outlandish. But it's weird. Like, I have noticed, and I didn't really necessarily want to start here. I just wanted to laugh at the Sabrina Carpenter impression. But like, the extreme left and the extreme right, it's like that's not even good enough anymore.
Yeah, well,
now you have to move into like the conspiracy left and the conspiracy right.
Yes, because like they keep Puritan checking each other. It's like, you're not left enough. Let's go further. That's where this goes. Yeah. On both sides, and it's just like,
and
oh my god!
Somehow both sides just end up hating Jewish people. It feels like.
Yes, that is so weird,
isn't it?
It is extremely weird. I don't know how that works. Like, what? I was going to say, what did they ever do? But I mean, I don't know.
It's a very unfortunate thing, like.
For them, yeah. I can only imagine, like, you are born of a specific quality that just people hate you for no reason on all sides.
For the listeners, Chris is on assignment. It sounds like there's a hope or a chance he might be with us next week. And Farrell is en route, but he got held up on something. We're not exactly sure what, but he said go ahead and get started.
Saving a kitten from a tree.
Maybe he's saving a kitten from a tree. Maybe he's saving a seal, a baby seal from the water.
I saw a time lapse of seals sleeping, and it's so fucking cute. Seals in a pool, and they just like kind of drifts to the bottom, and then they have to wake up to go up to fucking breathe because they don't breathe underwater.
They look like pit bulls with flippers.
They're so smooth.
Their faces look like pit bull faces.
Do they look like pit bulls?
Yes.
Maybe I don't know what pit bull looks like.
Yeah, and then like
your dog is a pity, isn't it?
Yeah. Imagine my dog with just flippers on the side, but my dog's a very skinny pit bull.
Yeah,
she's a runty pit bull, but
just flippers on the side.
Yeah, and then the little feet flippers. Yeah. Yeah, I fuck with animals though.
I love it. I prefer animals to people. You know that.
Yeah. So I don't prefer animals to people. I don't compare them honestly. But
people are animals.
Yes, but I don't compare. In some way, I still
like apes, though.
I think the same way I don't compare animals with insects. To me, insects is like its own little species category.
Yeah, they're like lower life form, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not sentient as that one video that Pharaoh sent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're not sentient.
Our chat's good. Those monkeys still shoving things up their butts for fashion. I'm like, look at them catching up to us.
That's true. I wonder if I've sent anything recently in there. We got some time today, I think. Oh no. But Instagram just recently moved all their shit around.
I like it.
I do too. But I need to get used to it.
Yes, same. Because I do be pressing the wrong buttons sometimes.
Yeah.
It's more convenient. Ergonomic.
Oh, I sent the Montessori thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny in multiple levels. For the people in the know, especially.
Here, let's play
I don't know how many people know of that particular thing though.
So Montessori schools are like. I don't know if they're. I would have guessed they're across the country, but like,
yeah, I think so.
So they're schools. We actually tried to get Jaina into one.
Yes, that's
because we thought it would be beneficial for her. Like we didn't try with the other two. But it actually ended up being like a thing. Like one time Adam brought it up.
That's why I thought it was extra funny.
Yeah. Were you here that day where he said like, I know you're jealous that my kid got accepted and your kid didn't get accepted?
And it was a lottery system.
And it was a lottery system.
I know.
It's like, no, I'm happy that your kid got picked. It's unfortunate my kid didn't get picked, but it wasn't a reflection of their ability, education. Yeah. But whatever. This is it.
Your child attends public school? Wow, that's so brave. Ours doesn't believe in institutionalized learning. My baby attends Montessori. And when I say attends Montessori, I obviously mean he's in an infant-led, self-governed, cooperative commune. I put him on a wait list when I was 3 months old. It's only $40,000 a Tuesday. Every morning, they let the infants rewild themselves in a lush meadow with optional microdosing. Psilocybin, ayahuasca, peyote, or unpasteurized hubris. Snack time? Oh, no. We do intentional lack time, where children confront the illusion of need through mindful starvation. Public school teaches sharing, which is so important. Montessori teaches the socioeconomic implications of resource distribution, which is obviously more important. A calculator? I love that. My child uses a hand-carved wooden abacus to calculate how much of the local co-op he owns. It's 12%. Teaches inside the box. Montessori burned the box for warmth during a scarcity exercise. Elderberry syrup. The class mantra is, we don't correct, we redirect. Unless someone brings plastic, then we publicly humiliate them. We make them wear a turtle costume and shove giant plastic straws into their soft spots. It's so fun. Our school uses wooden toys, glassware, and shame as learning tools. He forages his own lunch and barters for playthings with pocket moss. Oh, that's just moss you keep in your pocket. His favorite food group is texture. Classroom pet is a rescue goat named Boundaries with a gluten intolerance. The kids aren't allowed to say mine. They say temporarily in my care by universal design. My baby's curriculum this semester is exploring collective grief through fermented foods. We don't toilet train. We trust him to honor his personal elimination journey.
Oh shit.
She's hysterical.
So fucking
I don't know if you've ever looked at any of her other stuff. She's fucking hysterical and she's hot. I don't know what happened, but like,
don't let Pharaoh know about this.
I know. She's like, she's attractive and like she's like legit funny. She does like a lot of spoofs on kind of suburbanized parenting. She does a lot of spoofs on like social media stuff, like this afternoon we visited a new burger joint. It was equipped with silvers, but it's so fucking funny, but yeah. I haven't really done a whole lot this week, Joey.
We had a full week.
Yeah, I've done a lot of like.
I feel like it's that time of the year where people get busy, right?
I've done a lot of work. I need to do a lot more work. Like my goal was to like really oversaturate myself with work for September, October, so that I could chill November, December. But like November's filling up and almost over, and I still got a ton of shit to get done. And December's like right around the corner. I'm like, God,
what are you gonna do?
So I'll tell you what some of my plans are. So for one, I have this podcast, The Kitchen Table, right? And it's the first thing I've ever done that has broken out of the Transformer space and kind of become a hit. So I have people that are coming to Patreon specifically for The Kitchen Table.
Oh, yeah.
And they're paying the same amount.
Yeah,
for that everybody else is paying for everything else, including the kitchen table, which actually goes over well with the Transformer folks too. Well, I was like, man, I would like to give the people that are specifically there for the kitchen table some bonus stuff over the next couple months that won't count against the regular people's content.
Okay,
so they're not losing anything, but like instead of one thing being posted this Wednesday, 2 things are being posted this Wednesday. One for the kind of people that are here for everything in Kitchen Table is a bonus, and one who the Kitchen Table is the bonus. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I ended up kind of like booking a couple people, and then like some of it fell through. So I ended up booking other people. But then the original bookings came back, so I'm trying to fit them in too.
Nice extra content.
Yeah, and then some of them are
because these aren't necessarily time sensitive, right?
So some of them are. Okay. Some of the older folks that we have out are. Like for instance, we just had a guy out this past week during the day for like a bonus episode. I mean, he came down here with 2 tanks of oxygen, and didn't look great.
I mean, time sensitive as in like. They don't have to be put out right now.
No.
That's what I mean. Like, you can bank them. You can bank them for later.
100%. Yeah. But they're time sensitive in the sense of, like, getting the content.
I didn't even think about it that way.
And that shit haunts me because I already lost a few.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. And then I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I missed my opportunity there.
Crazy.
So it's, so, like, that's going on. I have this, like, I have a couple things that I want to do at the end of the year where I try to like once again let people know what's going on Patreon to try to get people over. So like one of them I want to do is I have a fair amount of people that are on my channel now that have like started within the last 5 years. They don't even know what Sit Down Saturday is
because you haven't had it on there.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like what I've done on Patreon this past year is I've done the history of Chug. I've broken it down into 4 sections: generations, Henkai, universe, and classics. And I've done like a pretty long editorial almost on all 4 sections, and I want to take them all down, merge them together into like one documentary almost, and then put that out and also say, look, this is the type of shit that we're doing over here. Come on over if you're interested. Blah, blah, blah. I also want to do an update of just what's available on Patreon, which is like some bonus shit, right? And I also want to do a update on a collection tour, which I haven't done in a while, which is just some bonus shit, right? So all the bonus shit is shit that I don't regularly have scheduled into my every week program.
Which is already packed.
Right. So I've just been trying to like really burn through it and get it done, but it is, it's proven to be, it's a lot.
I think I always tell you, I think your regular amount of content is already too much.
Yeah.
That you put out, like that you make it mandatory for yourself, I think is more than necessary.
And I've cut down on a lot of reviews. Like I pretty much, like I used to like, anybody who wanted to mail me a figure, if it's not a Transformer, I say no now.
Yeah.
For the most part. So I've cut down on all that stuff.
But there's a lot less interest in that stuff on your channel.
Correct.
Your fan base anyway.
Correct. So like, why waste the time? So it's just been a lot. And then like I've been burning through podcasts. So like, actually, I was supposed to do 2 more podcasts. I got canceled, I think, this week. But Monday I had Kitchen Table at night. and then I had kitchen table in the morning on Tuesday.
Oh, damn.
And then I had dummies Tuesday night. And then, I had dummies Wednesday night. What did I do Tuesday night? Maybe Tuesday night was free. Wednesday, I had to do sit down Saturday. Dummies Wednesday night. Thursday, I worked. Today, I do Nerve Rage in the morning. This afternoon, I have shop talk. You know, like it's...
That's why you don't have time to do shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I would burn out and I'd just fucking quit.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I like doing it. I just, it's just hard when there's like extra stuff I want to do because like something ends up getting sacrificed.
What your own things that you want to do outside of work? Because this is basically work.
Yeah.
That sacrifice you don't do.
Yeah. Well, so because I donate all that extra time now to my family, you know, where I used to like play around and do other shit. Now it's like, no, like I give it all. So like I'm hanging out pretty much nonstop, but,
which is, I mean, fair, good for everybody.
Yeah.
Family time is good for everybody. That's not a job.
No.
But like I feel like you don't have any you time anymore.
No, that's true.
I think that's unhealthy.
I think you're not wrong. There's stuff I want to do, but you know, like the stuff that I want to do for me. So I have wanted to do this like photo project. So like that's been me time because I've got all of that scanned in for the most part this year since Father's Day. But there's like other stuff I want to do. There's music stuff I want to do, but like it's also like it's weird to work on music like in that happy room with like family life going on. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just
you don't
weird.
Like happy music.
Well, it's weird to get into the right space. It's like, you know, you sit down to like make something and then like a kid comes in and has like caterpillar goggles on her forehead. You know what I mean? And it's like, this doesn't make me motivated to like express something, you know?
Domesticate it, my friend.
So like, I gotta wait until like nighttime, you know, and then like, and I have a couple times, but it's just rare. Like, you know, and then I'll tell you, like I light a couple candles. Like I try to like create like a little atmosphere to want to, you know, but it's just, but most of the time by the end of the night, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. You're fucking doing shit nonstop.
You know? So it's like,
yeah, I don't.
It's a odd balance to strike.
You need to find it before you burn out because everybody burns out at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have knowledge. How many people are on Patreon nowadays?
So actually just last month, I broke a new record where I had over 1,000 people.
Holy shit. Yeah. I remember when it was 100. I have no idea that it was that many people on there.
Yeah. I mean, it's become like its own kind of force, you know, like
that's awesome.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. And I
just wonder what the reaction is of like people who only heard about Kitchen Table through Kitchen Table people and then came in for Kitchen Table, log in and be like, what the fuck is all this shit?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I just did a bonus Kitchen Table recently, like last month or month before. And I was like, look, and this gets really into, I think is how I said, I was like, this gets really into the weeds. And my buddy Billy was like, it's okay. All the Transformer people are gone by this point.
Perfect.
You know, and then like later on, I was making a reference to like something on the kitchen table where I was like, there's two types of people. Mm-hmm. There are people that will be like, hey, grab Grimlock.
Yeah.
You know, and then as soon as I said that, Billy was like, oh, they're all back. You know, but the point I was trying to make in just in a professional sense is like, there's people in the world that'll be like, hey, grab Grimlock. And then you look at them, they look at you dumbfounded and you're like, Grimlock. And they are still confused, and you're like, fucking Grimlock, you idiot. You know? And then there's other people that'll say, hey, grab Grimlock. See that your face is confused.
Yeah.
And then be like, hey, third shelf down, guy in the center, grab that one for me, please. You know what I mean? And those are the people that I tend to respect more in instruction.
That's much more normal kind of person.
Yeah, but there are some people that they need that it's not totally, because some of it is making you look like an idiot. Right. Then that's the negative part. But there are some people that just really want you. They have high expectations of you and they want you to educate yourself and sometimes they think that maybe perhaps this humiliation will raise your want to be better in the future, you know?
Yeah. This is negative reinforcement.
Yeah. So anyway, Joey, how was your nerd week?
Watched a bunch of dumb shit as always.
I wouldn't say as always.
I mean,
watch. You said watch. Yeah, as always.
Yeah, always.
I thought you said bought for a second.
No. Watch a bunch of dumb shit. I mean, I watch good shit too, but always, definitely.
Make
watch
sure to squeeze some
shit.
dumb shit in there.
I mean, I get joy out of life from the dumb shit, I think. Just the simple shit, simple dumb shit I don't have to think about. I think maybe that's part of what it is that I don't have to think too hard about it, and I think too much often. So like just being able to turn my brain off manually, have to switch to turn it off for a certain amount of time, it's probably good for me.
Yeah,
and I mean, and you know, brain off fun is brain off fun. You don't have much of that feeling anymore, but you can remember time. Probably.
Actually, I don't know if I've ever been that guy.
You never had something, you just watch something and just fucking dumb shit. And
yes, I can't say never, right? Always and never. But like
classic comedies are like that. Classic comedies we talk about, and like Happy Gilmore and shit. That is turn your brain off and laugh at the dumb shit.
Yes.
So like there was a time you enjoy that kind of stuff.
So I think I still do. It's just not available. So like I still watch Impractical Jokers sometimes. Like with the kids, we'll sit around. Yeah, we'll watch.
Are they still around?
Yeah, and like they lost a member, but like just turn your brain off, laugh at some goofy shit, and have some pizza and fucking Okay. But it's just the quality of even that is in the toilet for me most of the time.
That your standards are higher than mine for dumb shit. When I'm watching dumb shit, I'm like, dumb as shit, bro.
But like even I would enjoy, and I think God Bless the Dead. I'm not exactly.
I don't know anymore nowadays.
But I'm not above a good Maury Povich. Who's the father? Episode.
I love those.
Yeah, I'm not. Above
I don't know
that.
if he's around. Yeah,
I'm not above that.
Yeah. No. That's great. That's classic.
And I always root for the men. Even if the baby looks exactly like it, I'm like, come on, no whammies. I don't know
why. Just the fact that the lady has to be on there to find out.
Well, I think for me, it's like all the women are just so sure.
Right? Oh yeah. Look at that nose.
Yeah.
Baby nose.
And exactly.
But sometimes though they
look like
exactly.
But like but usually they have such an emotional reaction to it not being the father, and then the men celebrate with like a dance, and like that to me is just like a good time.
It's like that's the bullet.
Whereas like if it goes the other way, I feel like most oftentimes and I've watched a fair amount of these in my life.
Same.
Most oftentimes, even with the dude comes off like a scumbag. Yeah. And who knows what he actually does in real life, mind you? But most of the times, Maury, I'm going to step up. I'm going to be around. You know what I mean?
Yes, and that's good to see.
So it's not as entertaining when it goes that way.
Yeah. You don't hear, fuck this kid.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if it's mine.
One just says, "See in court, motherfucker," and walks out.
Oh, I love it. This baby could be one of 5 guys. I'm like, no. Anyway, so you do enjoy dumb shit. Okay, this is
keep talking.
This is smart shit that I have become to think is dumb shit because I've watched it again, and that is a Tenet. We had this discussion before, and we weren't sure, and you weren't sure. It's like this could be something really smart, and you just don't understand it. And I was like, maybe.
Yeah, my view is I can tell it's. My view is I can tell it's smart. It's just smarter than me.
And I was on the fence about that. I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe it's just pretending to be smart. It's just as convoluted for the sake of being convoluted. And I watched it again recently with Krista because she mentioned it, and I've come to terms that it is not smart.
No,
it is. To me, it is great directing, awesome visuals, great, like, to me, it's like dumb shit to watch. Because after watching a second time and analyzing it with science brain, even though I know it's science fiction, but the amount of plot holes and just nonsensical shit in there that you have to turn off to makes it so it's like kind of pretending to be smart, for the lack of a better word. It's like, it's saying to people like, look, this is complicated, right? You just don't get it. And I think it's just nonsensical. Whatever. Some character beats and revelations are interesting, but the whole premise is idiotic. It tries to make you think that it's more complicated than it actually is, which is just nonsensical. It's pretending to be deep by just not making sense at all, so you think you don't understand what it is.
Yeah, so I can tell you I didn't necessarily, and I only watched it once. Mm-hmm. I didn't necessarily think it was deep, but I thought it was one of those things where like you have to, like a board game, right? Yeah. You break out a board game, Monopoly. You roll the dice, you land where you land. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to make a decision whether to buy a property or not.
Yeah.
Sometimes you take a card. The card has a very simple instruction on it. Go to jail, collect $20, pay $15, right? Very simple instruction. And sometimes you land on something that someone owns. You have to owe them money.
Yeah.
The most complicated piece that you can land on a Monopoly board is that income tax space, where you either pay $200 or you have to add up all of your value and pay 10%.
Yes.
That's the most complicated piece on a Monopoly board. But otherwise, it's a straightforward game. Doesn't make it a dumb game. It's just a straightforward game.
Yeah.
There are some board games where the fucking rules, I can't keep track of them. You know, and every time I move, I had to like break out the fucking sheet again and take, I mean, Warhammer almost being pushed to its limits in that regard.
Yes. They keep trying to simplify it. It doesn't work.
So for me, I didn't necessarily find that movie to be deep, but if that movie were a board game, the rules were too complicated for me to completely wrap my head around, and I wasn't vested enough in any of the characters or the world enough to make the effort to try and figure it out.
Yeah, so I can agree with that. So having made the effort the second time around, I've decided that it's a board game where you make the rules up as you go along. So therefore it becomes complicated.
Gotcha.
But still, I still enjoyed watching it. Like the acting was good, the visuals, of course.
Yeah,
Christopher Nolan's great. And so yeah, I don't regret watching it again. But I just came to a final decision because I remember being on the fence about it before.
I still want to watch The Fall with you.
The Fall.
Yeah, we've talked about it here a couple times.
Yeah,
but
there's a few movies you want to watch.
It's a movie. It's done by that Indian dude.
Yes, the Immortals and stuff.
Yeah, so like it's his Pulp Fiction. Not to say it's as good as Pulp Fiction. It's not. And it's a harder watch than Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is an easy watch. It's very user friendly.
Yeah,
this is a harder watch, but it's visually one of the most stunning films.
I mean, he makes good looking things.
100%. And it's the movie that he always wanted to do, and it is good, and it does have like a aha moment to it, you know, but
it's not like Rebel Moon though, right? Because it seems like Rebel Moon is like the thing that Zack Snyder seems to have been working on towards making for himself, and it was fucking awful.
Yes, no, it's not like Rebel Moon because this person can actually write. You see, because I loved Zack Snyder. I think that he's a visual genius, but he's not a writer. Anything he tries to write, right? That Sucker Punch, the fucking, you know, anytime that they give that dude the pencil, he fucks it up.
Yeah.
You know, but if you write the thing and it's good and you hand it to him, he's going to make it look like nobody else, you know? But this guy can write a little bit. He's not Quentin Tarantino. He's not Scorsese. He's not like a phenomenal writer where like the shit just flows out of the pen.
But it works.
But it works. Yeah. And I would like to watch it because not many people have seen it, and it is kind of like it's not stupid, at all. You know.
Did you end up watching Frankenstein yet?
No, I don't know. I don't have Netflix anymore.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I only had it for a month, and so I had it for a month. That movie came out November 7th, and I only had it through the 11th.
Oh my god! Okay, we missed out.
Yeah,
we even pirate it, and make you watch it.
Yeah, I would like to watch it. Like I saw the first half hour of it and was enjoying it,
but I just didn't have to.
I just was. Every time I had the final chance to turn it on, it was late as fuck. And,
well, we were talking about earlier. You don't have fucking time for yourself to deal.
Yeah. Well, you know, even like watching a movie, I think I feel guilty now. Like I think if my wife isn't home anymore, like she used to be off Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now she's only off Thursdays, and then on Thursdays she's got to run around the grocery store, run around to the fucking, you know what I mean?
Oh, to start a bunch of stuff that not finished, like you said.
Yeah,
multitask.
Yeah, multitask. But like, so like I just, you know, I would sit around in the afternoon and watch something with her, but like, you know, she wants to watch stuff at night. And I don't really like to watch things at night because like we're all hanging out and talking and shit. And like I'd rather do that than fucking sit in front of the rectangle.
Yeah. I mean, watching something everyone is engaged in is something though.
It is, but we wouldn't watch all that all together because like Selena doesn't do anything remotely close to scary and the baby's too young.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Selena does not do scary.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh yeah. She doesn't.
I thought you guys have been watching something.
Nightmare Before Christmas. That's as close as Selena will get to scary.
Wow. Why?
Yeah, she's sensitive.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Of all the...
She's the most sensitive kid I have.
That I can see.
You know, everything for her triggers easily. Her temper, her fear, her sadness, her aggression, she's the most emotionally 0 to 60 kid that I have.
Takes after her dad.
Yeah.
But, well, well, if you ever get around to watching it, we'll talk about it. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Did you watch it again?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been watching some Korean shows. I guess Korean dramas, short series are abundant on Netflix.
Okay.
Watched a show called Killer Paradox. It reminds me of Death Note. So this kid has been like bullied like all his life, and he's just like a weaker person and not the smartest. And then he was like episode 1, like getting mugged in an alley, and he like flips out and accidentally kills a dude. And then he was freaking about it. He was like getting ready to turn himself in, and on the news he finds out like, oh, this guy is actually a notorious serial killer that no one has ever found. And he's like, not so bad then. And then later on, this chick comes in to blackmail him because she actually saw him doing it. And he did everything he could to get the money to pay her at her house. And she was like, cool, good. Here's the weapon. I think it was a brick or something, whatever it is. She kept it as evidence. And she was like, good. Keep my end of the bargain. I won't say anything. Now, same time next month. Of course, this is how blackmail works. So, like, for me personally, as a life advice to anybody, I think if you're ever blackmailed by I don't know. I haven't been blackmailed before. I don't think that I can remember. I think the best thing to do is just come out and like release the information yourself, whatever it is, because like blackmailing never ends. I don't think it ever fucking. I think it's the same mentality of not negotiating with terrorists kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
there's
no stopping it.
Right.
You're gonna either keep giving more and more and more until you can't give no more, and then still have the thing come out, or just fucking bite the bullet and come out with it.
Yeah.
And if it's heinous enough, then like you deserve whatever's coming to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what would be like if I had something to be blackmailed over.
But that's the thing. Like most people don't have something. Well, I can't say that. I think a majority of people probably don't have something that hurtful to their character to be blackmailed about.
Yeah. Where you would end up spending so much money, I'd be like, fuck, I'll just be embarrassed.
Yeah,
like more so like I'll just be embarrassed.
Yeah, but a lot of times it's just like exactly probably a lot of times it's cheating, right?
Yeah,
or embezzlement.
Yeah, cheating,
embezzlement. Yeah, most people don't
criminal stuff, stuff or cheating. Yep.
Yeah, but both of those, it's just like you kind of get your comeuppance, but you shouldn't have been cheating, or you shouldn't have been doing criminal shit.
Yeah,
pay the price.
Or they find out I was talking shit about somebody in some fucking text message.
I think the problem with us is like, how are you gonna blackmail us when we talk about everything? Well, you're gonna tell people I like fucking watching people have their assholes with foots in it? Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Tell my boss. She knows.
And I mean, trust me, there are some things in my life that I still keep private.
Is there?
There are for sure.
That's very surprising.
There are for sure. Yeah, but like.
We talk about every fucking thing on here.
Yeah, but yes. So I would say there's no topic I keep private.
Yes,
but
there's
topics I haven't gone to the end of the road on.
I mean, we haven't doxed anybody.
Right. But I mean, like plenty of time, like we talk about like even like sex and shit. Like I might work like and I've said some pretty open things like Bailey J, whatever the case may be. Like, but in terms of like my life and experiences and how freaky I can get, I probably only have brushed up against 7 out of 10.
I could probably say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk about everything, but like, and there's never been need to get into the weeds of like just how how depraved I can be.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be a thing that most dudes.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's probably one of those another open secret thing where like everyone hiding the same thing. So like if everyone just come out and be like, yeah,
it is what it is,
then it will become normalized and no one be fucking worried about it.
Yeah, but you can't.
One day. I mean, like, a lot of things that are normalized now was not normalized back in the day, right?
Yeah. I mean, even like, but, outside of sex, I mean, sex is definitely one of them, but I mean, even some views that I have on certain current day events and how far my mind goes and like I might, in those topics, I might only brush up against a 6,
Yeah, that's true. Because there's no need to. Like, unless we're really, everyone at the table is trying to actively discuss it, there's no point. It's just gonna, and like, it's just going to make me feel mad for no reason a lot of times.
Yeah, so that's the thing with me is that like I think that a lot of times if I were to get into the weeds, to keep the metaphor consistent, in that like what it actually means to me versus how much it could offend you,
yes,
is just not worth.
Yeah, it's unproductive most of the time.
Yeah,
like no one's going to shift the position.
Yeah,
everyone's just going to get mad.
What did Lloyd Banks say? She mean the world to you. It's nothing but a nut to me. Like it's like sometimes these topics, they might mean the world to you and they mean nothing to me.
Oh, yeah,
but if you're going to ask me what I think about,
I'll tell you. To you, it's the most important day of my life. To me, it's just a Tuesday. It's fucking great.
Yeah,
it's time to watch that again.
Yeah.
But anyway, Killing Paradox. So this lady she was like, we'll come back next time this month. And he did everything, calling every favor just to get enough money. And then she was like taunting him, like being very, snug about it. Smug. Yeah, snug is different.
Snug is a bug in the rug, Joe. Of course.
And then he just fucking ended up breaking her in the face that with that same weapon.
Oh wow.
And then he freaks out again, of course, because it was this like evidence everywhere because he wasn't planning to kill nobody.
Yeah.
And then a week later, they found her body because she lives alone. And then they find out that she's also a fucking heinous person. She has her parents buried in her backyard. She lives alone because she used like collect life insurance money from them. And he's like, huh. And then like somehow all the evidence didn't lead to him. Mm-hmm. And then he got contacted by some guy who's noticed. It's like, I think you're special. I think like you are chosen by the world to be like the garbage man. And then it's an interesting story from that point on that like somehow he knows instinctually if someone quote unquote deserves to die. And then he goes about this like Punisher type spree. And the consequences thereof as police is now trying to catch him as well. And then infighting in the police department, it's like, well, every one of these murders, people are fucking awful. Like, how much effort do you want to spend on finding this guy? So it's interesting to me.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. It's much like Death Note. You never. No, I think it's too long for you to watch Death Note.
I'm familiar with it though, like the character, the look of him, and everything. Almost looks like a warped version of Hades from Hercules.
Yes. The Death God, but he's not the main character. He's a watcher.
Oh, okay. But he has like a list of people that have to die or something.
So, okay, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's too long for you to watch. It's 25 episodes. It's too long for you to watch. But like, it's one of my favorite. I think one of the best pieces of like literature, so to speak. So this high school kid, older, smart, very smart, police chief's son. He's going places. He finds a notebook. And it's the Death Note. He finds out, because he's a very smart kid, that if you write someone's name in the book, they die, right? By a heart attack, like after a certain amount of time. And then he started killing bad people specifically. And it turns out that in another dimension, there are Shinigamis, death gods, who this is their job. They go around like killing people because people have to die.
Right.
So they all have a notebook and they all kill people. And the monster you see is one of several of these. So they get bored because all they do is sit in this other dimension that's completely desolate wasteland. There's nothing to do. But they don't. They're just immortal, and they can look through this little screen type deal to see our world and to go find people. And so this particular Ryuk, this particular death god, like throws his book to the mortal world just to see what happens. And he follows this guy his whole journey just to see what happens. And he starts killing people. People start noticing that random people are dying. This really smart autistic type detective starts to track him down and becomes this cat and mouse game of two very smart people. And eventually, like Light is the main character. It seemed to be kind of like a protagonist or anti-hero at first, but like at some point your perspective shifts and it's like, I don't think he's a good guy anymore.
I was talking to my buddy Bao,
the other Asian.
Yeah. He's reading this book. I forget. It's by this famous Russian writer, but this book is like claimed by like Sigmund Freud as being like the most important book that's ever been written, and it's like one of the
one that talks about how you want to fuck your mom.
That's Sigmund Freud. Yes. But that's not the book's premise.
Okay.
It's about these 3 sons that were born in Russia to this, I want to say single father, but I could be wrong about that. And then they have different views on kind of spirituality and God and so on and so forth. And then the father dies, and you track these sons and like how they grow because of their philosophy and the exchange between their philosophies with each other regarding these topics and how it impacts their life. And it sounded fucking fascinating.
Yes.
The book was like this fucking big. It was like the Bible and some bonus material.
I would imagine it to be thick. Some deep shit. That's probably a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll wait for the movie, but. But it sounded great.
Now you want a movie.
It sounded great. Let me see if I can get the title for it.
Audiobook. You probably forced someone reading that much shit to you.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, probably. Let me get the. I probably fall asleep quick too. What was the name of that book
that Freud wrote,
and by who? No, he didn't write it. He was just a huge fan of it.
Okay.
Like, he said it's like it made me think of it when you were like the great literature. He said it might be, I think in his opinion, like one of the most important books ever written in the history of mankind.
That nobody knows about.
Yeah, well, so I don't think that's true either. I think I don't know about it,
and I don't know about it.
You might know about it if you knew the name.
I mean, you described it. I don't think.
Yeah, but it's like, so I knew the writer's name. When they said the writer's name, I was like, oh, I know this name. I can't say it right now because I want to say it's like Dichiachki or some shit, but I know the name. Like I've heard it. You know what I mean? But it's like one of them. No food for you.
I watched all of Solo Leveling so far. There's 2 seasons of it. It's anime. Been back on an anime kick lately. Watched like 3 different animes in the last week.
Okay.
Enjoyed it. It was been very hyped up for the last couple of years. Of course, I always wait for the hype beast, like whether purposefully or just by having a chance. Yeah, but I quite enjoyed it. It's not a super deep story, but compelling enough. Art's great. So much so that I started reading the manga because it's over. It's like 200 chapters. Season 1 and 2 covers through chapter 100, so it's halfway through. I can just read the rest of it. They cancel season 3, but in order to make just the rest of it into movies, like 2 or 3 movies. Anime's been doing that lately. I mean, theatrical release for anime has been good.
The what?
Theatrical releases of anime.
In the States?
Yeah, I mean, Demon Castle, the Demon Hunter thing. I mean,
it's definitely ramped up.
Fucking great. And that's same thing as what this thing does. See, there was Demon Hunter season 1 and 2, and then went into movies with high production. So that's good to see as an anime fan, at least. And of course, I didn't even know, but at one of the peak fights of in Solo Leveling, there was a Gurren Lagann reference.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. And I was like, oh,
that's cool.
Put it over the top.
Yeah, put it over the top.
Yep. I went to the mall, Francis Scott Key Mall. It's a nerd mall now.
I know it has.
Have you been there lately?
I went there in October.
So I haven't been for a while. So they have the card store. They have Eternity Your Dreams. They have anime, like knockoff anime goods kiosks.
Oh yeah.
Two legit like anime merchandise stores, like or just like Weeps, like they have Japanese stuff. And then stores just with, also have anime shit in them, or just nerd shit in them.
Yeah,
I'm like, this has just become a nerd mall. That's fucking great. Like, nerddom is doing good, I guess, because everything else is fucking closed.
Wish pizza would come back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, you did find the top 5 pizzas in
another county.
But
yeah, but I
to work on Frederick.
Yeah, Frederick's rough, man.
Like, I only ever remember Coal Fire and Pizarro's because the infamous 2.
Yeah, and Roses is my favorite. Was my favorite. Yeah, I wanted them all, but that's gone. There's my current favorite, and it's not great. I was just telling Jaina that their slogan should be, it's called King's, and it should be King's Pizza. It's not great. And then underneath, it's just the greatest in Frederick.
Wow.
and it's just the best that I've come across so far. Farrell's here.
Hey, yo.
So I would like to try more pizza in Frederick, but I don't even know where to look. Like, because I keep my eyes open.
Google works.
Have you gone back?
It's worthless. Worthless.
Have you gone back to the two infamous ones lately? To
which ones?
I don't even remember what it.
Coal-Fire and
Pizarro.
Yeah,
is it Pistaros? I don't remember. It's something.
Yeah, I had Pistaros actually not too long ago. Tyler the Collector was in town, and I was like, hey man, what do you want to do for lunch? And he was like, I was going to take him to that Cafe Bueno because that's a pretty good Mexican Tex-Mex.
Oh yeah, I like Bueno. Bueno's great.
Yeah, and he was like, man, I'll tell you, I eat Mexican food all the fucking time. If I could have a break from that, and I was like, well, you want pizza? And he was like, sure. And I was like, look, we can go to a spot that's like fair New York style. It's just the best in Frederick. We can go to a spot that I haven't tried yet that I want to try, or we can go to Pistaro's and have like coffee shop pizza. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, I guess I'll just have artsy coffee shop pizza. And so I went and had that recently.
What do you think of it?
It's good. I mean, it's good for what it is. Yeah. It's just, to me, that's a specific thing. It's kind of like...
I mean, it's a top 5 in Frederick, though, is the thing.
Yeah. But I think that, like, for me, it's like, if you say, hey, let's get pizza, in my mind, that is a specific type of pizza you're talking about. If you're going to say, hey... do you like Pistaro's? It's like, hey, do you want to go get pizza? I know a nice Neapolitan style pizza. Like, you got to say that shit on top. You got to put that on top. Just like Chicago pizza, like deep dish, not the tavern.
That's a very specific thing.
Yeah, like if you're like, hey, you want to get pizza? I know a nice Chicago deep dish style pizza. Like, okay, well now I know what I'm signing up for because I might want pizza, but I might not want
a cheese pie.
Yeah, you know.
I wish there was a Chicago pizza place around here. I love Chicago.
There is one
at Bobby's house.
No. Yeah. We make it
edge to edge.
Yeah, we were making another.
It's just like top to bottom.
We'll be making it again on Christmas. But no, there's supposedly a really good one in Frederick.
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it yet.
We should go try it.
Yeah, I'm down to try it.
You have the One Bite app, right?
I do, but I don't find it very dependable for locations of places.
No,
I often look like King's, which I think is the best spot in Frederick. It's not on there.
Yeah, I mean, so in other places it's been, you know, as reliable as Google, right? Because it's the same non-pizza eating motherfuckers rating it.
Right.
Non-pizza eating motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah, but like if you get one that actually has Portnoy reviews on it.
Yeah. Well, there's none of that
Montessori.
around here.
Well,
Montessori ratings.
Yeah, no, around here.
Yeah. That's the closest that we can get.
That book is called The Brothers
You can't even
Karamazov by Dostoevsky.
Nope, I'm not that smart.
Dostoevsky.
He's talking about one of the most important pieces of literature ever written.
I'm gonna say if you can say it.
And then I said, I one of the most important literature that you don't know and I don't know.
Well, I mean that's
I'm right.
You know, important to who?
Well, to the human race, apparently.
Yeah. So Sigmund Freud described it. Bal's reading it right now.
Yeah,
and it sounds fascinating. But
are we big Sigmund Freud people here?
I think
I feel like most of his stuff has been kind of debunked at this point.
I don't know.
I don't know with all the fucking incest porn that's coming out.
Well, I mean, I think that
was. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to be. I'm just joining this conversation right now. I'm pretty sure Sigmund Freud was.
I just know him as a motherfucker.
Well, he's really into it.
Right.
I think he's pretty spot on with that shit. Like, I think most people, many men. I think that many men do look for those matriarchal traits that they were raised with in the women that they end up with, and I think that many women do. Like my wife is definitely comparable to my grandmother, like in a lot of ways, and I am definitely comparable to her father in a lot of ways.
Right, but choosing qualities in a partner doesn't mean that you want to have sex with
your mother
or grandmother.
No.
Right. So like, yeah. And I think that's so like AI,
Yes, AI.
Yep, there goes 3 bottles of water.
Yeah, Freud's theories have largely been debunked by modern psychology due to a lack of empirical evidence, especially regarding his psychosexual development model and the ego-superego, which are not supported by scientific testing.
Yeah. I mean, it's anecdotally, I feel like
scientifically test the superego.
I mean, using the
it's a lot of this shit I get so fed up with, like it's so much of psychology's theory anyway. But
I mean, you could test it with the
scientific method, because science is what science is. It's just using the method.
Yeah.
They're
not saying that you can measure the superego hormone.
Because even that shit, I think, that shit, I don't know, it's not about Sigmund Freud, but I do think that it's super ego shit. I think there's some truth to that shit too. But
I mean, anecdotally, you hear kids say, "Oh, I want to marry my dad or mom when I grow up," kind of thing. When they're too young to realize what that means.
But that makes sense to me because.
But it's not sex.
No, it's not sexual.
Yeah,
it makes sense to me because like your daughters. Okay.
Sorry, that was
your daughters when they think of a good husband. The only real the person that has the biggest subset of things for them to view that on is you.
Yeah. Anyway, all of this was just to say that this guy said that this book, he credits this work of fiction.
Were you going to send it to me?
The book?
Yeah, I thought you.
Oh no.
I was like waiting for you to send it to me.
That this book was, he said, was the most. He defined it as one of the most important works of fiction in.
Who's he?
Freud.
Oh.
That's what I came from.
That's where the whole Freud thing comes from. Is just that he credited this book, and that I can't seem to fucking copy.
So speaking of AI, because I can't go a day without speaking. There's more stuff I want to talk about AI, but I just want to mention this one short thing that I've noticed. I was talking on the phone at work
with AI,
and I know it's AI because I am not a fucking idiot. Sorry for those people who don't realize. Oh yeah, there was talking about the Turing test. I don't think it's a great test just because I think there are actual humans out there with no disabilities who wouldn't pass the Turing test.
Right. Didn't I send you?
You sent me the thing. That was my response about the Turing test. And
what is the Turing test?
As a test to apply to AI to see if it's sentient or not.
And what is it?
The test itself? I have not taken it.
So there's a bunch of questions, but it boils down to.
It's a self-aware. Okay, or can it fool another human into thinking that it's a human? And I think a lot of AIs now can, but humans are dumb.
And like a blind test and most of the time they were using just text, so that there was no voice, there was no, and then you would just talk with this thing and say, "Are you speaking to a person or to a computer?"
So you watched Ex Machina with a robot girl? Yeah. That's the test. That's the test. When Oscar Isaac sends the dude to talk to the girl, that's the test. Because he has to decide this is a person.
Gotcha.
But I think a lot of people wouldn't pass because they're too fucking dumb. And because a lot of times I talk to humans on the phone and I'm like, you're not sure if you're a conscious human being or not.
Well, I mean, not to bring it to politics, but one of my new favorite things is watching this. There's this woman, which is weird, who reads Trump's speeches or anytime he talks publicly, word for word, without his voice, without his delivery style.
Charisma.
And the word salad that it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm not sure he's not a machine.
Yeah. All fully conscious.
Because
we were just having a conversation earlier in the show about charisma and but it goes a long way.
And I think a lot of people would pass AI's Turing test because they're not fucking in tune with enough to know if they're talking to a human or not. Because that's why some of these AI phone calls work. I think there are people who don't realize they're talking to AI. Same with
because
help chats. They have to put now. I know I've been talking to AI for a long time, but now it tells you they're an AI assistant. But it's because I think people don't realize they're not talking to a fucking human.
Right.
That's where we are. But yes, so I was on the phone with an AI, and I'm like, I was thinking to myself, you're getting quite good.
Did you want to fuck it?
I mean, does it have a body? Does it have a butthole?
Funny, that's the first thing we go to.
That's the first thing I go to. I don't know if it goes hand in hand with like
what would come
maybe
out of a
subconsciously.
butthole?
Huh? What
would come out of a computer's butthole? Like broken resistors and
whatever happens during the defragmenting process.
I'm just hoping lube. Or silicon-based lube, I would assume. But
some sort of thermal paste.
but so I was talking to it, and I started. I mean, I was doing my job, but I was phrasing things in such a way specifically so that a human would understand, and a computer might not. And it did have a hard time, but it did respond. So I was giving a rhetoric test, knowing this is an AI, but they're getting pretty good. First of all, to interpret or try to reword your questions or try to answer your questions without being wrong, and also it had background noise. It sounded like they were in a cubicle office.
Yeah,
but it was synthetic. I could tell that's not what a real office.
They haven't spent enough time making.
Yeah, but right. I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving this shit. But they're getting better, and I like being able to just give the Turk test once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, and there might be a day when I think I'm talking to a human, and that's gonna be great. And then I'll ask it if it has a butthole.
And you also can't be pro-environment.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, I don't give a shit. I don't give kids.
Yeah.
It's all gonna end, Bobby.
I mean, everything ends regardless. Everything has it. At some point, someone's going to say this is the end of the world, and they're going to be right. 100%. At some point, we're like, oh, this is the end. And yeah, the most, like, majority of the human existence, they're like, oh, you're a fucking lunatic.
And you think about just how fragile the human existence is.
Oh, yeah.
In
There's
general.
so many.
Like, you know, like I always think about it, like especially like it's getting into winter, and it feels like this is going to be a cold winter, which I'm fucking here for. I feel like it's been a while since we've had a cold winter.
Yes, it has.
I think it's going to be a snowy winter.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more touch and go.
We usually have more snow than we do now.
Yeah, but anyway, like, yeah, every year when like we get into like a cold ass day, I'm like, damn, we're just on the furthest loop from the sun.
Yeah.
You know, like all we need is just to go a little bit further, and it's a fucking ice block. You know, and then sometimes
further than that, and we die.
You know, and then like sometimes I'm like, you know, like I'm like, fuck, it's hot as shit out here, and we're just on the inner loop of the sun. Like if we just went a little bit further, like I hang it up.
I mean, we got a little closer.
But even without getting closer or further, I don't know if it's just me and my morbid thought. Sometimes when it's really cold outside, and I'm like, no, I'm still in my tank top. I'm like, oh, I can just make it to my car or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, if that car door is locked and I lock myself in my house, I'd be dead within 3 hours. Like, people are fragile. Like, if we didn't have all this technology, people shit on technology. If we didn't have all this shit and lights and whistles and stuff, most people would just fucking die outside in the wintertime.
To be fair, and
people do die in the wintertime.
Yeah, and your little thought experiment there. Hopefully, you don't get transported to a very cold environment wearing just a tank top.
I mean, I put myself in that situation. Is the problem.
But you put yourself in that situation by leaving your home.
Yeah. Well, I don't leave home.
Right, so but it's also in that same scenario, like to say, like it's like where you're like, well, people shit on technology, but it's like technology keeps you warm in your house. It's like yes, the same way that people shit on humans. But right now, a human is saving a child. Right now,
and keeping the lights on.
And right now, there's a human working at the place.
You don't have to say human.
Well, theoretically,
you dropped the hue.
Oh my god! Pharaoh's back. Because I watched a couple of shows about Alaska, whatever the reason, like True Detective or whatever, and they're like, yeah, if your car breaks down there, you might just die. Mm-hmm. Like that's just normal to people because they were born and raised there.
When I do new pads for the new year, I'm gonna get one that says like, "This is a satirical podcast."
It doesn't actually reflect our opinions, except for Pharaoh's.
Funny.
Oh, I got a fat raise. I get them. It's nice.
Yeah, good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people like me at my job, and like it's pretty much a normal thing for me nowadays. But it still surprises me every time. I feel like I'm overpaid like 3-4 years ago. and then just keeping giving me more money, and it's unexpected and surprising, and sometimes I feel bad about it. But this is
He hit me up yesterday and said he was going to get gift cards for my kids because he was getting a fat raise, and I was like, you know what the planet is not talking about enough is my need for a chain.
Yeah,
if you would have seen Bobby put on this other guy's chain that we both know.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It came to life. Came to life. I need one. I need one.
Tell your kids to get you one once I give them the gift.
They can't afford the one I want.
That depends on how much I give them.
It's got to have some weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess started around the same time a few years ago when I started getting these fucking fat monies. I started giving a kid profit sharing. Like I started giving his kids gift cards every year. A few years ago,
get them indoctrinated into the system.
I don't know. I don't buy them any. I don't buy them birthday presents, or Christmas presents, or nothing.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I look for excuses to give them stuff. Like I know when I asked Jana to watch the cats that like only she's really doing stuff, but I pay the other two also.
I think Selena gets involved now
nowadays, yeah, but not in the beginning.
Not in the beginning,
yeah. But yeah, whatever.
The baby's just there.
Yes,
but that's pretty much what she does here.
I mean, it's good for my cat to see people, and he likes.
She's so fucking scatterbrained, like. Like, you know,
it's surprising that she can like memorize all the lines and be fucking.
Dude, she's kicking ass.
Still enough to like do a whole play.
But I was like, come in here and pick up this coat. You know, that she like threw on the couch, and she's like, okay. And she like came in and like laid down on the couch for a second, and it was like, this guy Matt at my school, he's a pyramid kid. That's the special needs. And he's getting in a lot of trouble because he keeps putting things in his mouth that he's not supposed to. And I think they're going to kick him out of the regular class. I'm like, oh, wow, that sucks, man. Like, da-da-da. She's like, yeah, okay. And like gets up and leaves. And I'm like, come back here and get the fucking coat that I asked you to come over here for in the first place. She's like, oh yeah. Like,
it must be nice. She's such a ray of fucking sunshine.
She is.
It's fucking great.
She's a happy kid.
But like, I just checked with Krista. So we actually have, if we drained all our accounts, we have, as of right now, enough money to pay the house off.
Wow.
We're going to wait till we come back. We're going to Japan. We're going to start going to Japan earlier. Instead of going, maybe we're going to start going in February.
Why?
Change of pace, less tourists, and less hot. And just a better time of the year, I think. And I've heard people say it's nice. We're going to try it this year. We're going to go in February and see how it goes. It sounds like it's a better time to go for what we like to do. And then when we come back, check our money situation again and pay the fucking house off.
Yeah.
That's just
crazy.
Crazy. And lastly, I just want to talk about my parents because I've been hanging out with them a lot. My mom not realizing how she comes off, what she says. And like me more and more, the more I hang out with my parents, the more I realize why I am partly the way I am or the problems I have.
Whatever you say I am. If I wouldn't, why would I say I am? In the middle of the winter, still I am.
In the middle of the winter.
Cold.
So like my mom was like shitting on my dad, as she often does, jokingly, but like to me it's like, man, stop shitting on the guy. Right? She doesn't mean it. She loves him. But she's just like, oh, always talking about how he's getting old and fat. I mean, he's not fat, but he has gained weight. And I'm just like, and I turned to Chris, I was like, you see why I have fucking body dysmorphia? I grew up with this shit, like all my life. And then like, she got quiet. And then later that night, and she texted me, he's like, why do you think I'm a horrible person? And I'm like, I don't think you're a horrible person. I love you. But you often say shit that comes off really bad, and you just don't fucking realize it.
Why you always eat turkey leg?
just like that. And she sounds like that. And she's like, why are you always commenting on people's fucking whatever they're doing, their looks, their fucking behavior, or like why? There's no purpose for it. It's always negative.
Yeah.
And I know she's not a mean-hearted person, but like I think just growing with all that like
dude,
low grade negativity had definitely affected me.
I saw something on via Jana that she doesn't know that I saw recently that I was like, But like, so she has this art account, right? And she has an OC. And her OC is kind of like she has like over 1,000 followers. Like people are into this character that she created, right?
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's cool. But like, anyway, now that Instagram has that like retweet button, like you can see it and it's like cataloged people's retweets.
Oh.
So I went on her page and just out of like curiosity, I was like, let me see what she's so supportive of these days. And it was most of the shit that I would have suspected, you know, teenage girl bullshit, nerdy bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Not to say that I agreed with all of it, mind you, but it was harmless and whatever, part of growing up. Well, then I got to this one post, which was like a father calling the daughter, and the mom is in the background, like on the phone, and the father's like, you know, like, hey, tell your mom I'm going to be home at such and such. And she's like, okay, my dad's going to be home. Such. She's like, okay. And it's like, tell your mom, okay, sounds good. See you soon. Tell your mom I love her. And she's like, Daddy loves you. And she's like, okay, see you soon. And then the father's like, what'd she say? And she said, she see you soon. She's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then the kid's like, Mommy, you're not going to say you love him? And she's like, he knows. I don't need this, you know, such and such. And like, he's like, okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And the kid's like, tell him you love him. And she's like, it's none of your business. And but it is a commentary on the house she grows up in. Because I am like very much like, I love you. Like you are my world. You are like, and I say it to everything. Like I'm very honest about how I feel about everything. And my wife is not at all. Now I just went to work yesterday. I went and took a shower, came downstairs. She had my little shake ready, my coffee ready. She had my car pulled out, heating up so that I could drive it. You know, like that's how she says it, but she's not good at expressing it. But it's like
I would say she did a pretty good job yesterday morning then. Expressing it.
Verbally.
Oh yeah.
So
I live in the same household and I have the same complaint.
So
I mean, like, not this household. It's my house is like that also.
You know, so like, but it's funny how my kids are interpreting it. You know, and maybe not recognizing all of the nuance necessarily, but they, you know what I mean. They're seeing the very things that are easier to see. You know. Yeah,
because it's hard to read when you don't live that life. You look.
Yeah, like I know obviously she loved. Like I see it. It's just. To be fair, we're both probably, it's like love language shit, right? Like we're both probably doing the exact same thing we want from the other.
Yes.
But neither of us are really kidding.
Yes. You know? Yeah. 100%.
But we both know it's legit.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, and that's it. It's just, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Seeing my parents more than.
I was going to say one quick story before I pass to Fair, only because I don't have it in my notes and I don't want to forget it. I had an odd social interaction yesterday. That was unique for me, but I often find myself by happenstance in a place where I have like a communicative advantage at my job, just because of my time there, right? Where like, and they know that like I might be old, but I'm still sharp, and I'll fry your ass up in here. You know, if you want to get froggy, you know, I'd stay right there on that lily pad if I were you. It's funny. I said something to my kids the other day. I was like, "You look like a retarded frog," and something went ribbit, like
Arbit.
So anyway,
no,
this guy who I super respect and think very highly of, although I did have an odd encounter with him within the last couple of years that I addressed yesterday with him. But I had a sweatshirt on, and one of the strings was significantly longer than the other, and I didn't even notice it. It's just not one of those things I look for every day when I put my clothes on. But it happened to be so. And he's a little older than me, you know. And he was like, "Hey, can I fix something real quick with you?" Like, and I was like, somehow just from the way you said it, and there's a lot of people around, you know, I was like, I feel like I should say no, you know. And he was like, "Oh, you feel like, you know," it said something like something along the lines of like, "You one of these today kids where you just, this is all about how you feel," and he comes up while he's doing that and fixes my drawstring. Now I've known him forever.
Yeah,
we have a good relationship. I didn't take any harm to it. And he was like, stop being like these kids today with what you feel like. And I was like, am I being like these kids today? Where you ask a question and you get told no, and then you're like, but I want to do it anyway, and I don't care if I get told no. It's my way, and I'm going to walk up and do what I want because I get to do what I get to do. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Who's acting like these kids today?
Nice.
But it was a nice quid pro quo. Anyway, Farrell, continue. How was your nerd week?
Did you watch Frankenstein?
I did.
Okay. He still didn't watch Frankenstein. He lost.
I don't have Netflix.
He doesn't have Netflix anymore.
You had it yesterday.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I loved it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I've liked what I've seen.
The one thing he complains about not having good things to watch. The one thing we can agree that is probably good, and then he won't watch it.
Yeah.
Not won't. Can't.
Except for yesterday. Yeah, so I don't know. I accidentally deleted my notes. So
You're having a rough morning.
Dude. I'm debating if I want to talk about it or not.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a huge thing. It's just all right, well, I might as well.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I haven't drank in 31 days.
Wow. That's a lot.
Since the Halloween
party.
party. Right. And it wasn't on purpose. So it's not like I'm having some sort of
moment of clarity.
It's just
happenstance.
And along with, so that's ingredient A, right? Ingredient B is work has been getting stupid busy. So, like I've had these big projects that I've been working on. One of them is coming up on due Wednesday. And that actually got extended a week, which some people think would help. It actually hurt because it fucks with all the other projects and the timelines. So you get like knee deep into one, and then they say, hey, you got another week. I want you to work on this now. Well, now you got to shift gears and start working on something else. And then one of my bigger customers, the big one out in California, dropped a bombshell on me yesterday that this one's going to take me about 65 hours of labor on top of the machines running for about 40 hours. The one that he thought was going to be coming to fruition in early January is now going to be coming to fruition in the next week or two.
What the fuck?
Wow.
So like on top of everything else, there's that. And I've been dealing with insomnia recently.
Really?
Because I'm not drinking.
No, but I do think that there's a hint of that. So like, I think it's just the stress. And then like, if something wakes me up in the middle of the night, I have a hard time going back to sleep. Mm-hmm. So it's just like we turn the circus back on, and then now I have to get through that. So I think where the drinking comes in is that like once, maybe twice a week, I get a minimum required amount of sleep by turning the circus off via alcohol.
Mm-hmm. I completely relate.
And then now that I haven't had that in a while, like the time for me to go back to sleep after getting woken up by the dog or, a bump in the night is turned into like the sun's coming back up. And then I get like a 45-minute nap and then push through the day. Yep. Fell asleep at work on Tuesday, like in my chair programming something. And then next thing you know, I woke up, it's 45 minutes later. And I was like, well, that's fucking weird. So.
Yeah, I drink half the week, every week for the most part. Now, not all of those days do I get obliterated.
Oh, I do every time.
right. But sometimes I drink like, now I don't have like, I'm not just a one glass at dinner either type of guy, but I'm not fucked up, can't make it up the steps, can't, I'm just like, all right, I feel good. But on the nights that I don't drink, I sleep like shit.
Yeah. So like, and the weird thing is like a week after not drinking, I felt like I was sleeping better. But then coincidentally, after that week ended is when a lot of stuff has been happening at work and just been ramping up. So I went to sleep at I woke up at 6 this morning, took a piss and then got dressed and sat down on the edge of my bed and then woke up at 8:30. And then had to do a whole bunch of shit and then had to do something this morning and just been and the other thing is I'm waking up where I feel drunk or somebody hit me in the head. I'm confused.
Oh, you're waking up in the wrong part of your sleep cycle.
Yeah, it's definitely in the middle of REM where I'm waking up
you don't know where you are.
What the fuck day is it?
Yeah.
Who am I? Confused. So I had to go run and take care of something this morning and I just I'm on 70 and there's a fucking tractor trailer wrecked and there's traffic and I'm are you fucking kidding me? Anyway.
Well, you're here now.
Yeah, I'm here. So I did watch this thing on Netflix.
I say it like Trump says Biden. Netflix.
It's about the Bitcoin heist. Yeah.
Was that recent?
No. It was back before it was worth a ton of money.
Oh, okay.
So Binance.
Oh yeah. Well, it's one of the traders.
Yeah. So somebody hacked in and stole 5,000 Bitcoin using a username and password kind of hack. So they put something in where they could get username and passwords. People would log in and check their account. They log out. These people log in, transfer their wallets over, delete all the history, new coding enough to get in and remove all their fingerprints of that part, and then sat on the account that now had so blockchain.
Yep.
It's visible to the public, these wallets.
Yeah.
So they knew where all the Bitcoin went. They just didn't know who had control of it. And it turned into billions of dollars over the years.
Yep.
And then they tried to start withdrawing it. And the FBI was looking for them, couldn't figure it out until they accidentally bought gift cards. So took 12 years for them to catch these people, and it turned out to be a rapper or a wannabe rapper.
Oh, really? I like him already.
Why would he needs to want to be a rapper when he can just be a fucking hacker?
Yeah.
So
right,
but sometimes your dreams and your talent don't necessarily match up.
Razzlecon.
Oh, I have heard. Oh, maybe I got it fucked up.
Heather Morgan, also known as Razzlecon.
Okay. Let me look at
was sentenced to 18 months in prison for helping her husband.
Oh, okay.
Who laundered 120,000 Bitcoin.
That's a lot of money.
That they stole from the crypto platform Bitfinex in 2016. So $4.5 billion. So now has the record for the world's largest heist ever. Because how else could you steal 4.5 billion?
How long did he go to jail for?
He's still in jail.
But how long? Would you remember what his sentence was?
He started cooperating with the U.S. government, so I think they took it down to 10 years, and then there was something about him joining witness protection, and then just like they're doing with the Epstein files now, they've labeled most of the evidence as national security. So now it's even been transferred out of the regular courts into the national security courts, and we'll probably never know. Because there was his dad was a hacker that had ties to Russia. There was a whole bunch of Ukraine stuff. So that was the craziest part. So it's they run this heist, they steal all the Bitcoin, they park it in this wallet, they're trying to figure out how to get it out. The FBI is looking for them. They don't know. The documentary is then showing the rise of this weird Razzlecon who's a terrible rapper. Terrible.
Oh God! Now I feel like I have
actually the worst. A woman and no flow.
So Aquafina?
Horrible. And just a weird online personality. And they were positing that she was doing this to deal with the stress of knowing that they had all this money. right? And how
first world problems,
right? So she's like created this weird alter ego because she was like a tech kind of startup kind of person.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But so.
This is, I mean, as if it needs an explanation. Most people you probably know this record, but this is Razzlecon versus the United States. Bit on the nose, isn't it?
And it.
I just want to hear a verse. Hold on.
No matter what you pay in New York, never enough on your fork. Oink, oink, don't touch that pork. Baby, please bring me a stork.
It sounds like she has a speech impediment.
She does.
Does she really? Dude, shout out to my ear for picking that up.
Dr. Susan.
So they both, her and her husband, both have some sort of connection to, Western Russia / the Ukraine through family. So they were planning to go to the Ukraine to get this money. And then the war broke out in Ukraine.
Oof. Our luck. That's probably what they were thinking.
Which is like insane if you think about it, right? Like, so they bought their tickets. They had like fake identities shipped in from Russia that were in the Ukraine. Like they were about to go, and then they were like, "Fuck you, we got a war, baby."
That's wild.
So that's really the only thing interesting that I watched. I watched a lot of stuff on the whole Epstein file shit recently. That whole situation is insane, and I don't think that we're ever really going to get the resolution that
Nope.
that we want. That it's going to continue to be, investigation and national security and all that shit. But so that's unfortunate. But I did try to play Helldivers 2 again last night with Alan.
Oh, yeah?
And so normally I say that the reason I like Xbox is because it's like push button get in.
Yeah.
And the fucking servers were down last night for me.
Oh.
So I don't. He said that he didn't have a problem, but obviously.
Was he on PC or is he on Xbox also?
I think he's on PC. But he's also
Yes.
over there in Ireland, so different servers and stuff like that. So that was annoying. But that's really it. It's just been a lot of work and not sleeping and not drinking and
work and no play.
Makes
Jack a dull boy.
So, I'm worried that that my early January trip to Thailand is going to have to be moved. So
don't move it to February because then we'll both be gone.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Bobby solo show.
Yeah.
Bobby solo face.
I worked it out once. You remember that time that everybody, I think you and Chris were both on, and I did like a whole month.
Yes.
Without any.
It was like at least 3 weeks.
But I figured it out. Like I had the dummies host one.
Yep.
I had I just moved the pieces around and I fucking figured it out.
Well, I'm hoping that I can do so when are you leaving?
I'll tell you exactly. I think last week of January for 3 weeks. Where's my fucking... I'll tell you in a minute. I have to look at my records.
Yeah, for me...
Because February's bad for a lot of people if I took February.
You take itinerary. January 29th to February 18th.
Yeah. So... I don't know. Maybe I'll go in March.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. Yes.
Because that's like...
I go now.
That's my mom.
So good, dude.
So true.
Yeah, maybe I'll just spend my 41st in Thailand and go in March.
There you go.
I don't know.
For my week, I haven't really done much. I've been doing a lot of podcasting that I need to slow down. I need to slow down. I need to slow down.
But yapping at least 20 hours a week, I think.
Yeah, I need to slow down, but it's good. It's been good stuff. So that's been good. And then what else did I do? I played Nightmare 3 with the kids with Andy Coltrane. So it's funny because I've gone down the rabbit hole of this shit now, trying to figure it all out. So it turns out I have 2 more games in my possession.
In your possession.
In my possession. When they rebranded in the States to Atmosphere, and then they put out a DVD version of Atmosphere. So I have both of those, and I found the Khufu game on eBay. Bought that.
Wow.
So that's en route. And then I found actually a 30th anniversary Kickstarter of Nightmare. So it has like a better board and better pieces and stuff. It has some cheaper shit too, but I can best of both worlds and make my ultimate Nightmare set.
Just start it?
Huh?
What was this, a new Kickstarter?
It was a 30th anniversary Kickstarter. Some people did it and they did it themselves. And,
it's been done.
It's funded and over.
Yeah.
And it was and released.
Yeah. So I had to buy it secondhand market.
I mean, still, it's cool that they had a thing.
Agreed. So I'm still looking for Nightmare 4. That's going to be the bitch of the bunch. I can tell.
And hopefully we'll get that one before Christmas.
Yeah, hopefully. But
it's like that one fucking book that you never find and you never finish reading. Was it Saga? I don't remember. It's one.
Saga's great.
It's you have a book series where you're missing one book and you keep reading.
Oh, it was Ultimate X-Men.
Yeah,
I have it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was a while. You just.
I made it all the way up to it. Oh, and it was The Boys too. I had 2 versions. Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have I need to get is Elizabeth Bathory, the vampire.
Oh, hot.
And she starts off hot, but she becomes arguably. I've seen pictures online, of course, but I haven't had the opportunity to play. But she becomes arguably one of the most frightening vampires depictions I've ever seen.
Oh, nice.
It's somewhere like a female Nosferatu-esque, but there's like mechanical elements involved, and it's a bit of a nightmare, you might say.
What do they put her in charge or something?
Oh fuck! That's not the right button.
That's all you don't see enough is that fucking hillbilly vampire.
Yeah, sorry, I was on the wrong pads.
I want somebody make a fucking hillbilly vampire.
This is the pad I was looking for.
It's a nightmare.
But anyway, so I did that, and I'm trying to think if I did much of anything else. I've been searching for that game, trying to grab one to no avail, and there's some softball drama, but I'll save that.
With the parents.
Yeah, yeah. But here's the thing: like, I've learned a few lessons along the way in this podcasting shit to not necessarily bring out all the information, because like within 2 years, everybody on the softball team will be listening to Nerd Rage, and then I'll be like, fuck, I got to go back and find that episode and edit out all the shit. But let's see. I got a good kid story. It's very much my younger 2, right? To the T. So Leia was going out for this Matilda role.
Mm-hmm, yep.
And my wife said, if you land this role, I will take you guys to Sweet Frog in
Froyo.
Yep. You can get whatever Froyo you want, a large, go nuts. We'll celebrate you landing this role. So Leia said, okay. And then Leia got the fucking role.
Yep.
Right. So now they got to go to Sweet Frog. Right. So, but Leia left like a cup of something in the back of Laura's car, filled to capacity. Laura didn't know, backed out of the driveway. Fucking thing spills all over her relatively new car.
Yeah.
Disaster. Laura's furious, great rage and furious anger, and lays into Leia. Laura goes to bed that night. She's pissed. Leia writes a note. I'm so sorry. I would like to forfeit my Sweet Frog. I don't deserve it. All this type of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Tapes it to my wife's door so that she'll see it in the morning when she gets up for work, right? At some point in the night, Selena gets up to take a piss. Selena sees this note taped to the door. Now they're all going to Sweet Frog. You know what I mean? She starts reading the note, and she's like, "Oh hell no, you don't!" She takes that shit off, and balls it up, and throws it in the trash because she's worried that Laura would wake up and be like, "Yep, that's it, no Sweet Frog," and Selena's still trying to get her fucking.
What is this bullshit?
Yep. Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Don't punish us all. It's just very much their personalities.
How do you find out?
One night, this is how it always happens. Some bullshit happens, and then they start fessing up to the shit a couple days later, and we start laughing about it and blah blah blah. Now,
so imagine what Leia thought.
Laura never said a word about it.
I was just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, that's awful.
And Selena doesn't give a shit about it. Like, not even on her radar. She might be a sociopath. So anyway, I've started following this page on Instagram. I can get you the address if anybody's interested. But it's about people's last words before death. Like, and they have all these, and like some of this shit, like it's like one of these things where you can tell they paid for the advertisement for one that's like fascinating, and then like you get there and you're like, yeah, well, most of these are like guys that like are gonna get beheaded by like Al Qaeda. So like it's not the same.
Do they show the beheading?
No.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, but one thing that I found was interesting was like a footnote on it was like, do you know when the last execution was in the United States? Like electric chair. It was 1966, but it was actually, which I thought that didn't add up in my mind of when it was, but okay. And it was actually outlawed in 1972. Like a bill went through and got rid of it. But they have video of the last person to be shocked. And by that point, it's all older technology and everything else. And he was like,
I feel like there's a joke.
I won't be shocked if this doesn't work.
See, right when he added that extra detail, I was like, oh, I know this. I know where we're going. Because normally Bobby wouldn't give the extra detail unless he's trying to distract. Oh, that's what it is.
Got him. So I think that's all I got going on. Let's see if we have.
Because I wanted to be like, yeah, because they went to lethal injection.
Let's see. We have some notes, and I haven't watched one, but Super Mario Galaxy.
You put the notes and you didn't watch any of them?
No, there's one I haven't watched.
Oh, okay. I thought you may have watched like a single one.
No. Super Mario Galaxy looks great.
Yeah, it looks like more looks Mario.
Great.
I'm not sure I need another Mario game.
I also movie.
Yeah.
Movie. Yes.
I'm not sure I need anything more Mario.
I want it all.
That's fair. I don't know if I need it in the Mario movie, but it looks like it'll be all right. But the first one was fucking great.
First one is great.
Because if the movie does well, what's coming after it?
So my only
more. Well, don't have to worry about that. There'll always be more Mario games. That's not something that has anything to do with a movie.
My only criticism of this is that it's the gap between Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, that's a
what is he
huge gap.
divorced twice now?
Well, yeah. Well, it's like, what about the Koopa Kids?
Yes, Super Mario World was my favorite Super Mario.
It's the best one.
Yes,
it's the best one
with the Rainbow Road and all the secret paths.
It's the best one.
Game. That's so much replay value.
Now, so the only movie that I do need is like flash forward to like Mario has like COPD, and, like
no, it's just all gone to like it's. He's not allowed back in the Mushroom Kingdom. He just has to live his life being a disgruntled Italian plumber in Brooklyn at middle age.
Like he's got like a really bad neck problem from banging his head on.
CTE. He's just fucking onset dementia. Yeah,
but it's just like I want to see Wart.
Yep.
I want to see like Birdo and Mauser. Yes. You know, I like a good Mauser. He wears sunglasses. That's to show you that he's cool. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm here for it, but I just wish they would slow burn. What's the rush? You know, MCU this shit.
Give Luigi his own movie.
Give him some
Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
I also like that Luigi's obviously like a sweetheart.
Yes.
Like I don't know why I always imagined him that way, but it kind of works.
Yes.
Peach is over there. She's old and nobody cares about her anymore. She's like, I'm still stuck in here. And like, shut up, bitch. Like,
Yep. No demented turtles to kidnap you. Then there's the trailer for Michael.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I would imagine you would be.
I'm here
It
for it.
looks good, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we needed it, but it's kind of the thing that they've been doing lately with musicians and
Biopics. There is some controversy surrounding it. Two things. One is the person that they've chosen to play him, because it's Jermaine's son. So it's Michael's nephew. And they're saying that maybe there could have been a better option out there had they. But I think he looks all right for it. I don't need you to look identical.
Sounds all right. And like a family lineage thing.
Yeah,
like
I'm okay with it.
That's like fair enough.
But there's also the estate of one of like I think it's the family of the first people that Michael settled with for the abuse allegations has filed something against it.
Of course.
Because they are airing out some shit in
probably violates part of the NDA.
there. Yeah. And they had to actually go back and like recut and reshoot. And Antoine Fuqua was like very like hell bent on it. Yeah, the director. Because that's one of the most. That whole thing is one of the most misunderstood, like in the public eye trials of all time. You know, like because he's a fucking weirdo.
So it's not the worst because I imagine this movie's gonna come out first. Of course, he's got to make the money. He's got to go make the round. But I imagine that original cut is gonna make its round somehow. Like
yeah, maybe
later.
Maybe
It was quote unquote leaked. I mean, it's gonna be quote unquote leaked.
Yeah.
I wonder
if it wants to be seen.
I wonder what that does though, like legally.
Nothing. You can't do anything about like leak stuff if you can't find a leak source.
Right, but you made it.
No, it doesn't matter. You cut it. That's not what you release.
Right, but you made it. It depends on what they cut out. But if you make something where somebody says something that violates the NDA,
that's not on you.
And then, but it kind of is.
Well, you edited it as per requested.
Yeah, I know. I wonder how that lawsuit would go, and if that will have further reaching implications on other stuff. Thirsty, eh?
Swallow. Oh no, he spit.
Oh fuck! There was no way out.
Got him.
Your own adventure.
There was one of the most like that I hope they show, but like one of the most what ended up being the most damning piece of evidence for Michael involved in that whole shit was this this book that they found. It was a published book, but it had like I think a fair amount of young boys in it with like in shirts off and all this.
Wasn't like some weird coffee table artist thing.
But what they didn't say is that it ended up being this coffee table book that was on the fucking New York Times bestsellers list for the same year. Yeah. Like it was one of those like yes through that lens it does look strange. However, there's a lot of soccer moms out here that have it as well.
Well, like and isn't it like they have to sell like 112 copies to be on the New York Times?
Oh, maybe. So anyway, I'm anxious to see it. You know, I love Mike, and you know, hope it's good. I like the Whitney one. The Whitney one was good. I'm trying to think. There's been a lot of these recently, to varying degrees of success. The Queen one was good. The Bohemian Rhapsody that was good.
Elton John had one.
The Elton John one was cool. I think the Elton John one came out too close to the Queen one and wasn't spectacular enough.
This Walk Hard.
I like the Elton John
Walk
one.
Hard. Huh?
I like the Elton John one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. The Bob Dylan one is trash.
Some say
Johnny Cash one.
The Ray one was good. The Johnny Cash one was good.
Yeah. So that's been lots. I mean, there's more hits and misses.
Yeah. The NWA one was good.
Sherlock Compton.
Yeah, it was good. Let's see. Warhammer TV. I've kept this mainly in here for you.
I'd rather watch fan shit. I don't subscribe to it. I wish people didn't subscribe to it.
It doesn't look especially of all the stuff I've seen regarding Warhammer recently. This looks the least.
Yeah, because it's the least good, and is their subscription service. This is the thing that they were cease and desisting all the fan stuff for, and then hiring up fan artists to make stuff for them, and it's not fucking good.
Yeah.
And once you put through, because I imagine that most of the people drawing it and and everything like that are just part of the corporate machine.
And it's bad writing. All of it. The Games Workshop, like if you watch their like pre-release, like whenever they come out with a new edition, they would have like a cinematic. If you like watch it on mute, it's great. If you listen to it, it's fucking awful every time.
Yeah.
It's either bad voice acting or bad writing or both. Just because it's like high gothic science fiction doesn't mean it has to be fucking tropey and corny.
Right.
Because the actual books aren't written that way. And the fan stuff isn't that way. The Amazon Prime Secret Level one was good, but that's not made by Games Workshop. I think it's just licensed out. Even though
that makes sense.
Even though it's Titus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, fair enough. Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't buy 40K. I'm not sure if I told you. I decided last week to stop buying, official Magic stuff.
Really?
I'm buying all proxies now. I'm just buying fake cards or printing my own fake cards from now on because fuck them. They've convinced me to not give a shit about the IP. Right? They basically what they're doing, what they're saying to the audience is, we don't give a shit about our IP. Just do this other crossover stuff. That's what's making the money. So fine, I won't fucking give a shit about your IP anymore, and I will just proxy things from IPs I like.
Fair enough.
But with your wallet, you got to make a stand at some point.
Yeah,
Scorched earth over here.
Yeah. I mean, that's me, though. If I don't like something anymore, I'll put it all in a box and throw it away.
Devil Wears Prada 2 teaser.
I know you love Devil Wears Prada. So.
Yeah, so I like that first movie a lot.
Yeah, I never watched it.
It's good. It's interesting. If I always say this to people because I think it's it's obviously like a chick flick type of thing, but like I always say to people, it's a very like. Have you seen it? The first one?
Yeah.
It's a very objective
movie about women with all women. You watch it? Do you hate watch that just like you watch Ocean's 8 or whatever?
Yeah, I sometimes I enjoy hate watch.
It's a very like balanced.
Anne Hathaway?
Yes.
She's hot.
Yes.
He doesn't think she's hot. I think she's hot.
Yeah, because she's got a little bit of FAS going on, fetal alcohol syndrome.
I like her eyes.
She has great tits in the
yes
Brokeback Mountain thing.
There's one it's like those weird goggles where you put them on, you're like, make a sad face.
Yes. I see where you're coming from, but I think she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's naked in some movie.
Yeah, she's naked.
The pharmacology movie. It's like
she's naked a couple of times at least in the past.
Yeah,
but she has nice tits, great tits,
nice dick player. So
that's her in Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
Yeah. So anyway, I always talk about this movie because I think it's a very interesting look that illustrates all the points of view regarding the fashion industry. And that's an interesting thing about it.
Do you think they have more to say? Or is this just
so I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think there is probably more to say.
Since then to now, right, there has been... I'm not in it, but it feels like there's been a shift in the fashion industry, culture-wise.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe they have something to say.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, yeah, I'm not even into it, but like I can feel it.
Yeah. One of my favorite bits in that movie, that first one, I saw it when it first came out on DVD or whatever.
I thought you were going to say in the theater.
No. I own it. I give you. But there's a person in there that confronts Meryl Streep. That confronts Meryl Streep about like, the meaninglessness of fashion and blah, blah, blah. And makes all of her points. And then Meryl takes a step back, if memory serves. And she's like, well, it has dictated what you're wearing. And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, well, your sweater is a third generation knockoff design from so-and-so who came from such and such. And these are the people that originated it, 4 years ago. And now you are wearing all of it. If it wasn't for us, there'd be no you. And it's like, fuck, and it's like the way she lays it out, you know what I mean? And it's just an interesting look into the industry. I recommend it. Pictures from the Zelda movie.
They look the part.
It looks
it looks fucking Link and Zelda, bro. Maybe finally it'll put to rest the stupid fucking trope that Zelda is not the dude.
Maybe.
Because that's fucking. It's been out for 40 years, and people still think the dude is Zelda,
even though they tried with the second one to let you know.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Well, I wanted to gender bending fucking Zelda into a girl. Zelda is the fucking girl. You fuck."
Yeah.
For once, and not gender bending.
Well, yeah. So it's funny because I was actually like, and maybe it's my own cynicism, but like when I saw the pictures, I was like, "Oh wow, they look just like the characters."
Yes.
And I was almost taken back by it because like my expectation now is just that they won't.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's great that it do.
And they look fucking great.
Yeah.
You know? Speaking of which, we don't need to describe it or anything. I don't think it's, but somebody put out, I saw this poster today. It was like, if Star Wars was made today. It's just.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no. Anyway, let's see. And then the one that I didn't watch was Toy Story 5.
I don't give a shit about it. I watched it, but I don't give a shit about it. I don't know. I think toys are obsolete. I just think it's as a concept mostly, except for like toddlers and shit. Like I think toys are not and will never be what it used to be.
Yeah, but I think aren't they usually for toddlers? Like in these movies, like I've seen them.
They're usually for like no, I don't think they're for toddlers. I think it's for like kids, and then kid that Andy growing up and then not eating toys anymore, and why he needs toys, I guess.
Yeah.
And then his kid, I think, played with the toys, but I just don't think toys just mattered that much. And it's always, and I think from looking at the trailer that like the iPad or the tablet is going to be considered a toy now too, and it's going to be some
full of pornography.
It's going to be a character. I'm Patty.
It looks like
I'm covered in cum.
Perfect. That's what it seems like they're going to imply. It didn't say that specifically, but it shows a kid is getting a tablet. But it's like like a kid's tablet with the the
like
frame
Amazon,
is
like a Kindle.
Yeah.
Now,
but the frame is like shaped like a cat. Or something.
When you use AI on the kid's tablet, does it only burn through like a bottle and a half of water?
No, it's the same. It's the same every time.
I've thought more and more about that. You can't avoid it now.
No, you can't. It's everywhere. It'll ask you if you want AI, and that itself is the fucking AI telling you to use AI.
Well, even it doesn't ask.
Sometimes it just gives you, when you Google stuff, it gives you the AI.
It gives you the AI
overview. Yeah.
I'm not even looking for it.
Yeah.
And it gives it to me.
But someone say they're gonna try and send AI into space, and Chris was like, "What the fuck do we want to send AI to space?" Oh, I told her I think they mean physically, like a machine, which makes sense because it's cold out there.
Yeah, you won't have a problem with heat.
You don't have to. You don't have to worry about too much water consumption,
and also
heat
like you'd be able to, in theory, you'd be able to collect more solar power because you don't have to have it filtered through the atmosphere.
And then we have Skynet. It's great.
It's
going to be in space. We're going to have Skynet, bro.
Skynet kills you.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
You can run everything. AI overlord. Let's go. I'm here for this.
Do we?
I just need my fucking DVD player to work first, and then my Samsung TV.
No, it's much like the AI is going to be much like the government, right? It's going to be completely inept and not do what you want it to do, but somehow fuck kids, or make kids watch people fuck. I don't know. But also at the same time commit the most fucking complicated conspiracies ever. Because that's what we think of government is, right? They're completely inept and completely fucking super spies.
Yeah.
They can fucking do all these things. So the AI is going to be that for us.
Do we see that?
I don't know if we need two of those.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at least I have no human to point my finger at.
That all the big
just point it at a machine, though.
Are pulling out of NVIDIA.
Yes. Huh?
Did you see that?
What?
That all the big investors, like I want to say Peter Thiel, but I'm not 100% sure.
Fuck that guy, too.
Are pulling out of what, so to speak?
NVIDIA.
No. Oh, why?
Like huge sell-offs of NVIDIA.
Why? I mean, they've beaten.
There's a growing group of people that think that the AI bust is coming.
Yeah, and it's definitely a bubble. Yeah. If anyone who didn't realize AI is a fucking bubble, you don't know economy and all bubbles.
Imminent.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like I was just saying last week how they did fucking losing money.
Right.
Like the only money is pretend money people are investing in it. But Nvidia makes good chips. They definitely do make good chips, and they make good product. Overpriced. Well, you can't even say it's overpriced because it is what it is.
Right.
They're the only ones who are making it. Like all graphics cards. Good graphics cards are basically Nvidia.
But if they ramp up in order to support this AI bubble, and then the bubble pops,
I mean,
the market will be flooded with unused chips, which would drive price down, which would then hurt the business.
Be great for the consumer. Mostly temporarily, at least.
Yeah.
But then also, like, competition is always good, and the quote unquote free market. Like when you have monopolies, it's always bad. When you have one company who does everything, that's why I was happy when YouTube was like, "Fuck you, Disney. We don't need you."
No, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, because before they had was Nvidia and Radeon. Not Radeon. I don't even remember the names now. I just remember the name of the card.
AMD. Well,
AMD. Yeah.
I was gonna say also, I generally like the Toy Story movies.
Like I like the first couple, and I got bored of them, I guess.
So I can't tell you. I specifically like it's either the third one or the fourth one is like my favorite. Where it's the bear. The bear is my favorite one. Like where the bear is straight up Palpatine.
I might have only watched 1 through 3.
Yeah, I can't remember which one he's in. The pink
Probably
bear.
4.
Have you not seen the pink bear?
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
And then, didn't everyone not like Buzz Lightyear when it came out? The actual.
I never saw that one.
Yeah, it didn't seem to have done well. Buzz Lightyear, like the character, but actually the show about the character.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Buzz Lightyear, in the show, and the movie is a toy from a show.
Yes.
So like they've made a movie
about that
the actual show.
Yes. Yeah, but I haven't seen that one.
I was that like how meta it was, I guess. But there was a Buzz Lightyear cartoon that I quite enjoyed back in the day about him being in the world that he's in.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. But I like those movies, and even the tablet shit. Like I think it might that might be it might have something interesting to say.
I think it's too late. I think everyone already. We'll wait to see. Like you have to watch it. Like I think like whatever point it's gonna try to make is already something that it's not gonna be fucking light bulb moment for people.
So for some reason, I envision the tablet to be more like the Joker character, right? It's like, would you like to see your dad's search history?
Yeah, that's great.
Bro.
Right?
The tablets start showing because all the toys are around, like they're looking like they're worried about this thing or scared of this thing. It just pulls up Rule 34 and shows them the porn of themselves. Oh my god! Just show Woody pounding
unleashes
Sadie.
The internet upon
yes.
Child.
Yes.
Like, do you know what people use that brush for?
Oh my god! I would watch that.
Moving on to questions, and if you'd like to send in a question,
you can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
Paul C. writes in, he says, what kind of an alarm clock user are you? Do you get up after that first alarm? Do you need to snooze it once so you can feel like you're getting some extra sleep? Or are you the type that needs 10 and 11 snoozes before they finally get up? Once you are up, what is your morning routine?
I've never understood a snooze function. I've never used it. I either jump right out because I need to be somewhere, or I would start scrolling on my phone for maybe 5 to 10 minutes to get my brain going and then get up.
Then what's your morning routine after that?
I jerk off and then brush my teeth or sex and then brush my teeth, wash my face, sometimes shower.
Huh? When are you not a morning showerer?
No, because I work out, so sometimes
evening shower.
Yeah, sometimes it's after working out because I just feel gross. I don't want to go. Yeah. Gross.
So my alarm clock is one of those sunrise alarm clocks.
I don't know what that means.
So 30 minutes before the alarm goes off, the light turns on and then gets brighter.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to pull
help wake you up.
Oh, really?
To pull you out of REM sleep.
Yeah.
Huh.
But recently,
you're not even sleeping, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, no, I'm normally asleep when I'm supposed to be getting up.
Starting from 45 minutes before you're supposed to wake up, you fall asleep.
Yeah. So recently, I've just been sleeping in what the alarm clock thinks is a bright morning with an alarm sound going off, and I just sleep right through that shit.
Wow.
But I set like 3 alarms. I normally get up after the first one. The second one is typically the like, no, you really got to get up. And then the third one is like, hey, if you haven't like gotten into the shower, you don't have time for that now. Like now it's time.
Last chance alarm.
Yeah.
I have 3. My morning routine is 3 alarms.
Wow.
With snoozing and a last chance alarm.
What the fuck?
I need to, if I want an average commute to work, I need to be out of the bed by 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
If I want a more pleasant experience in regards to my commute to work, I need to be out of the house, or I need to be out of bed by 4:50. Excuse me. And then I have a 5:15 alarm, which is you don't have time for any pleasantries. Get on the road and get there. So I am not a morning person. Like
I'm either.
I need a ton of time to get myself together to like face the world.
Okay.
So like for me, for setting an alarm and snoozing is just me getting used to the idea of you're going to have to get up soon. So like my first alarm is at 4:30 and my last alarm, aside from my last chance alarm, is 5 a.m. And then there are 8-minute snoozes. So it's 8 minutes, 2 minutes, 8 minutes, 2 minutes. Like it's 8 minutes, 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 8 minutes.
It's a final countdown.
That's so many. Maybe it's just the way I was. I mean, also like I went to military boarding school and I was in the military for a little bit.
I mean, I was in the military.
It's just like
waking up from sleeping is not so.
I'm not a morning person, but I will just when the alarm goes off, I get out of bed.
So that's the thing is
I wake up.
That always upset me when people be like, oh, you just don't care enough to be here on time, right? And I'm like, hold on, I was unconscious, right? Any decision that was made of me not getting up was not conscious. I was unconscious by definition.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't choose to sleep through the alarm.
Well, that's different.
I was asleep through the alarm.
If you, it's different if you stop through the alarm. Or
but
you get the alarm.
The issue is that when people snooze it and stuff like that, it's not a conscious, or normally it's not like I just need 4 more minutes. It's a literal like slap, move, turn off. Like it is a unconscious kind of thing.
So my solution to that, as I've told people, and
2 alarm clocks.
No.
That's my solution. It's like you have one that you have to get up to turn off.
I know people. I've roomed with people who sleep through their alarm, and that's completely excuse because I wake up, then the alarm keeps going, and they're asleep while the alarm goes on for minutes.
Yeah,
they will keep sleeping.
I've slept through an alarm for 2.5 hours.
That is 100%. Yeah, while it's still going, right? Because there was one time at the con when like I was supposed to meet my friend, and I went there because I didn't see him, and I can hear his alarm going off, and I thought there was something wrong with him, but no, he was just still asleep. He was sleeping through the alarm for like 15, 20 minutes. So like to him, it doesn't register. That's okay. But the problem is, that's not the case, you're not sleeping through the alarm. All you got to do, knowing that you have this problem, is put the alarm not within hand's reach. That's all you have to do. If the alarm actually wakes you up, you have to put it somewhere where you have to stand up, go and turn it off. That solves the problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like there's a solution for that.
I'm not saying that like I'm the type that wakes up and snoozes it.
Yeah.
I'm the type that I wake up when I wake up and I'm like, oh, the alarm's going off. And I think it just started going off.
Yeah, so no, that's sleeping through it and that's fine. That's perfectly valid excuse.
Oh, it's 90 minutes later.
Yeah, no.
That's cool.
That's valid.
And I don't dream. So it's not like it's not like the alarm is incorporated into my dream where I'm like, like in a building with a fire alarm going off, going like, man, I really wish I could turn it. Like, no, it's just
I need it to just start motivating me to face the world. And then once I'm up, beeline to the toilet, take a piss. When I go in, actually now I turn on my heater in the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
and I gave you one. And then I start the water running, take a piss. I usually check my email while I'm taking a piss, and then pick out something to listen to. Hop into the shower, shave my head and my face, get out, dry off, get dressed, floss. By that time, it's too hot. I turn my heater off. Floss, brush, turn whatever I'm listening to off because my kids are still sleeping. Get out, get downstairs, accumulate my things, make sure that I have my chargers and vape juice and wallet, which are my big 4 that I check for. And then off to work I go. That's my normal routine. Yep. That's my normal routine. And but I need that extra time to just motivate myself to start getting going. I always say, like, because I don't mind my job. A lot of people like hate going to work, and I don't really mind my job. So I always say, like, I also hate going to work, but I like being at work.
Yeah.
Like, I hate the whole getting out of bed, running a fucking razor across my flesh, dealing with traffic, dealing with the bullshit. But once I'm at work,
you like it so much, Bobby. You can just live there.
That's true.
Like somebody.
That's true.
Live at work.
But once I'm there, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm content. You don't hear. I mean, it doesn't mean that shit won't come up that makes me want to complain. Yes. But I'm generally content. And then I hate the whole going home bit. Like, I'm like, fuck, I gotta get
traveling. You don't like.
Yeah. Well, it's not even the traveling. It's dealing with people on the fucking road. They drive me fucking bonkers.
The one time Bobby can agree with people is with me is on the road.
Yeah, but what I recognize is that it's not all or nothing.
No, it's not. Yeah,
there's plenty of people that are driving perfectly great.
They're all being held back, though. Everyone is being held back by this small subset of people.
But we always break through. It always gives way. You can't hold it forever. It's just a matter of when. It's how long are you going to inconvenience me? But you can't hold it forever.
You'll never get the time back, Bobby.
You're holding on to an imaginary power.
It's not imaginary. Whatever you lost is gone.
No. The imaginary power that they are stopping everybody.
Oh, no, but they have wasted everyone's time.
Yes, it's minimal.
Question. Depend. Yeah. For the daily traffic, yes, but the days where you lose 2 hours because the tractor trailer sideways across the fucking road.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
I don't hold that to the same thing, and that my brain.
Well, a lot of accidents are caused by just human error.
Sure, but my brain transitions after that because we all are capable of human error. Actually, everything is capable of error, and
yes, you're right. It's just like some people. I don't consider accidents to be accidents when you're just doing the thing where
right. But at that point, I transition because you're somebody's son, you're somebody's daughter, you're somebody's mom, you're somebody's dad, you're somebody's brother, you're somebody's best friend, and at that point, I transition into I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's.
You're a good person, and
I hope everybody's okay. And I
hope they die.
But I also have to tell myself like I need to figure this out. But I hope everybody's okay. And then I
wish I was like that.
And then I tell myself it could be worse. Like I'm inconvenienced. Somebody could be hurt. And then the last one for today is Tyler G. Long, but hopefully a good one, so to speak. Greetings, Nerd Rage. Without being too wordy and droning on like I tend to do, I just want to say thank you for being the most consistent podcast I've listened to over the years.
Never missed
a week. I go through phases of interest, and I tend to just follow the dopamine, which makes me set and forget things on a moment's notice. But every time I tune back into Nerd Rage, it's like picking up where I left off, and it's a place of comfort for me to know I can tune in, and the same quality I know for the show hasn't sagged in the slightest. I recently rewatched Transformers 1 with my son, somebody's son, over the... It's a great record, by the way. It's by a guy named Abracadabra, and it's dark because he's basically talking about killing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm on an up block looking for somebody's son. Like, it's like when you think about it in those terms, it does paint a different picture. It's more sinister. It's probably one of the better Transformer stories I've seen in a long time. Absolutely agree. I bring this up to talk about perspective. Growing up, I always appreciated Optimus as a character, the strong commander who leads with strength and kindness, an example of how a leader should be. Most of the same traits are depicted well enough in this movie, and my son loves it, and as expected, loves Optimus Prime. Myself being an adult who has to work for a living, I find myself kind of siding with D16/Megatron. I get his frustration as a bot who works endlessly taking care of his friend who's in the shit with him, only to have his whole reality turned upside down when the truth is unfolded. The amount of abuse and exploitation he realizes that all of his kind have faced in the caste system makes me feel he's justified in wanting to set an example of the ruling class set an example of the ruling class. Whereas Optimus wants to handle things through peace and a noble approach, I think Megatron sees it as what's a dog's opinion matter to men who run the pound, and wants to do away with any sort of leader caste altogether. Then to add insult to injury, Primus chooses Optimus for the Matrix in the end. Is it a character flaw for me to feel Megatron is more justified than Optimus at the turning point, or do you guys get where I'm coming from? Would love to hear your thoughts. Lastly, movie suggestion: The Baytown Outlaws, Billy Bob Thornton, in a movie about 3 backwoods redneck mercenaries who are hired to steal a kid in a wheelchair and outrun a drug lord's different circles of hitmen.
That sounds awesome.
Stay blessed.
Wow, I never heard of this. Peace Through Tyranny.
Peace Through Tyranny.
I don't think you. I'm the same way. I am of like minds. The only part that made Megatron not justified is the point when he let Prime go. Mm-hmm. When he said, "I'm done carrying you." Like that. That's the definitive point where he went past the line for me.
Yeah. Well,
anything before that was fair enough.
Well, and that one also is, for me anyway. And I love that movie. Mm-hmm. But one of my criticisms of that movie was always that his change is gradual. They go through certain notes to make you feel it's gradual, but it's like 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 50 degrees, 350 degrees. And that jump between 50 and 350, I've always felt was a bit too much.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is not that it's a character flaw that you recognize Megatron's disposition. I think Megatron's disposition is meant to be understood.
Yes.
You know?
When it's well written, I think.
Yeah, I think that the character issue is that the people can't, not you, Tyler, I'm not suggesting, maybe it's true, but I'm not suggesting that. I don't know. But the issue, is that people lose the foresight that what Megatron wants just turns him into the same thing that he's fighting against.
I think it's the foreskin.
That's me.
And
it helps going in on the butthole.
It's power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, right?
Yes. I mean, because at the end he's led by force. Like that's what Starscream was telling him. He's like, whoever's the strongest gets to lead.
He's just implementing a different cast.
Yep. Because it's going to be a cast. If he would have won, it would have been the same thing differently.
Right.
Just that what he finds as justice.
Yeah.
Like peace of tyranny, right? You're going to have peace, but under my rule.
Correct. What separates Optimus is that he is also looking for the change. He's just trying not to become the very thing he's attempting to defeat. And is that realistic? Maybe not, but that's the virtue. That's why you look to fiction, for the virtuous.
Optimistic. And also he has a plan, right? Like for Megatron is like a lash out. He just wants to break it. He doesn't necessarily. He thinks he has a plan for afterwards. He thinks everything will be better once he breaks it. To me, that's how I interpret it. But his main objective is just to break it.
And I don't think.
And I understand that.
And I think he's also so committed to how broken it is already.
Yeah. That
he can't see. He can't see that his fix is equally as flawed.
Yeah.
He's blinded.
That's. I mean, part of why the movie is great. I think it reflects the fucking real world. We're talking about last week is how do we fix the system? Oh, there's no fixing. We just had a slow decay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that movie is. That movie's fucking good.
Yeah, it's very, very good. I
mean, I think most of these stories are just repackaged realities.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what makes them good.
I mean,
like, if they're relatable.
You don't normally like talking about politics, but you talk about the politics of Transformers,
right?
What's funny to me is people who likes these fictions, doesn't have to be Transformers, and then complain about how fiction's being political. I'm like, they've always been political.
So yes,
Star Wars has always been.
Well, I agree with you, but then there's the other side.
Agenda is different.
There's the other side too, where they project.
Yes,
they project a political thing on top of it, where they're like, Episode 8 is about animal cruelty.
Yes, that too.
It's like
that's the quote unquote woke part.
The real point to me is that you've put it lower or below the surface level enough that you can understand the core concepts without putting what we're actually dealing with now into it.
Mm-hmm.
and then you can use that as a way to talk about to
generate the conversation,
communism versus you know,
right. You don't even have to relate it to the real world at all. You can just digest those concepts and discuss those concepts and then internally you can think about those concepts without being triggered. Being triggered or
absolutely. So that'll do it. Chris might be here next week. He has given us some Optimistic Prime look at that, and
next week's gonna suck.
Well, maybe it won't be the four of us after all. Yeah. But we'll make do somehow. Shout out to Marilyn Phil for our notes and for holding down our Twitter. Shout out to Dante on Facebook. Shout out to Chris who's on assignment. And with that,
flappy labius,
moist thighs,
tight dick player.